Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy with Steph Sabraw. The official new title of 50% of my shows. Thank goodness for Steph.
Back to living together.
Straight up. Also, look at us with some makeup on.
Who is she?
Who is she? What is this?
Full glam.
It's fine. Steph and I are totally leaving early today to do a photo shoot. It is what it is.
A quarantine photo shoot. It's not a big deal.
It's totally social distance, so it's fine, but we're going to look really good.
Winged eyeliner is a big fucking deal in quarantine.
Straight up, I have eyeshadow on. Can you see
What
it?
is that?
What's happening? But don't worry, I still am going to put on a lip and all that stuff, but we're doing it after. So if you have questions today, get them in early because we are going to be wrapping the show probably 15 minutes early. And I know that we're going up late, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow. That's part of the joy of going 7 days a week. In case the shows aren't long enough one day, they are the next. Could have phrased that better.
Fear not, we will be back tomorrow.
Or fear that we will be back tomorrow. Speaking of getting your stuff in early, we already have some super chat Streamlabs, that's the word, that have come in. Thank you guys for getting those in on time. Glenn Caesar with the first Streamlabs of the day, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, hello, Roxy and Steph. Love you both. It's off topic, but in some fuck yeah news, woohoo, of my own, this morning, I tried a visualization technique while repeating a special mantra, and it removed my CP-related lower back pain, cerebral palsy-related lower back pain, and reduced the spasticity in both my legs. Glenn, any victory for you is a victory for the rock stars. You are team mascot and love of our lives. So hell yeah, Glenn.
Awesome, Glenn. And I love that you turned to a more Eastern medicine approach. That's dope.
Glenn not shamed me, but Glenn has been on my case about meditating because Glenn is an expert meditator. And
I've been doing it lately.
Well, aren't you guys fucking special?
It's not a big deal.
I'm just saying, aren't you guys fucking great?
My chakras are aligned.
My chakras are not aligned. What do you guys say about that?
We'll fix that.
We will take more of these Streamlabs in 1 second, but I do want to tell you guys to stick around because we are talking about a couple different topics today as well. Johnny Depp denying Amber Heard's assault claims. So the Johnny Depp Amber Heard stuff continues. Ew. We'll talk about it, but yikes. DeSean Jackson, putting that Hitler quote on your IG story, really a good way to start the week off, right?
Another one bites the anti-Semitic dust.
Can't wait to talk about that. Love it being 2020 and people using Hitler quotes.
It's just so sexy.
Yes, that's what the word I was thinking. Just baby.
Clearly we have to fuck now.
Yeah, we got to fuck. Hopefully he doesn't know I'm Jewish while we do it. Trump withdraws his funds from the WHO. I thought that already had happened because he had been apparently threatening this for a while, but good for you following through with your actions. They're going to pay for the wall status, so why not just follow through on some of your things? Good for you, Trump. Halle Berry, this was the big news of the last couple, actually, I would say starting yesterday afternoon. So the last day, it came out that Halle Berry was playing a transgender man, and now she is not going to be playing that role anymore. So we will be talking about that as well. But like I said, getting back to some of the Streamlabs before we get into that, Mark Jason Ali in the Streamlabs says, hi, Roxy. Hi, Steph. Good to see you both again. I wasn't able to watch live yesterday as I was with my girlfriend for the first time in 4 months. Roxy, I sent you a message on Patreon. I saw it. Hoping you're both doing well. Hit that like, rock stars. Take care. Not only did he send me a message on Patreon, I hope this isn't too much to share, but he was like, and they hadn't seen each other because of quarantine for 4 months. And he said, we are just as in love as before.
Wait, I am so happy for you. 4 months is such a long time.
I know. They had spoken and stuff, obviously, but he hadn't gotten to see her. So
that's a big deal.
And I love that the sparks are still there and we're flying. So congratulations and no worries about missing the stream. I would definitely take a session in Pound Town over stream. Why'd I call it that? Like you saw your girlfriend. Like,
yeah.
Like,
it was romantic,
Yeah,
and now
like,
it's suddenly.
And like, who knows if they even like? Who knows if they're even there? Like, I don't know that you guys are boning.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Assumptions were made,
and like now I understand why DeSean Jackson is not into us. Because we say shit like that. Okay, Weston Ira said, "It's a bird. It's a plane. It's #Stexy time." Facts. Shout out to Stargirl crew for managing to do something I've never seen ever. In episode 8, it involves a window and a wrestling move. Wow, I haven't watched Stargirl yet, so I don't even know what that looks like. Thoughts on TikTok possibly being banned in the U.S. Also, hey, Steph. Hey, Weston.
Hey.
Thoughts on TikTok being banned in the U.S.? I haven't heard about this.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Okay, so for a while it's been known. This is why I'm not
Your makeup looks so good.
Thank you so much. You really stared into my eyes.
Yeah, I know.
That.
Yeah.
You meant that.
Your
you
wing,
can tell when
like,
it's genuine. That was genuine.
It
so
looks
thank
really
you.
Good.
Basically, TikTok has been partially owned by Chinese government.
Yes.
And people are really upset about that because they completely censor their citizens.
Yes.
And now people are like, and now it's coming to a head with Chinese government, like the way there's like drama with it, and so we might not use it. Yeah,
highly doubt it.
Yeah,
it's making too much money for too many people here, and so there's just no way. I mean, I guess there's always that chance that
but it just is. TikTok has kind of like a shitty reputation right now. Like, remember when the all Black Lives Matter stuff was just banned from posting? Like the hashtag wasn't working, and then they made it like a central theme, and I'm like, who are you?
Yeah,
it's fake.
It is. I mean, totally. But I believe that money trumps everything on this planet. I don't believe those are my values, but those are the planet's values. So there's just no way. I guess we'll see, though. I could always be proved wrong. Lawrence Smalls in the super chat says, lovely red and green nails. Okay, we haven't even talked about this. Also, they pink. Get that watermelon right.
You guys.
She did it.
They're back.
Guess who's back?
Back again. And the middle fingers are special. So if I see people without masks on, I'll pop them out.
Those are going to be dope for our shoot.
Yeah.
I don't have any nail polish on. We're going to have to work on that. Facts. Spidey Sensei 72 says Steph's hair looks sexy AF.
Thank you, Sensei.
Like 100%. She is crushing it. Let's maybe get to a little bit of news. And then as you guys have things you want to say, please share them in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, or in the super chat. Look, I keep getting this message from this drug dealer.
Wait, really?
Yeah, look.
I have CMK, Addy, Zan, Pink 2CB, mushrooms, Cash App, Zelle, or Apple Pay. This is not spam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's legit.
I don't know. Like, you should write on there, I am not a cop. Because, like,
I'm a narc.
Can you just text people that? He's messaged me a couple times during quarantine.
Yeah, I think he's trying to trap you.
I will not be trapped, mister.
No.
Thank you, sir.
We're not getting arrested, okay?
Also, who the fuck is doing drugs in quarantine? I know the answer to that, my friends. But, like, I'm not one of them. I'm smoking the doobs. I'm a doobie sister.
Who's doing drugs in quarantine? All of America.
Yeah, literally everybody, but not me. Like, think about like doing like right now is a very stressful time. Like, I'm not like I don't want to like stay up all night tweaking.
Yes, it's not an up. Yeah.
I guess there's different kinds of drugs. I'm just saying, like, I'm not like trying to like pick up from homeboy or girl. I don't know.
Like dropping Molly at home in quarantine sounds like a nightmare.
I'm banging out. All right, whatever. It happened. Okay, before we get to the news, Glenn Caesar said, so again, to all the members of the Rockstars band who need it, I hope you have a love-filled rest of your Tuesday. Love, hugs, good vibes, bunnies to all of you. Roxy and Steph, the Rockstars band is the best band in the world, and no shame, Roxy, LOL, by the fact that I'm not meditating. Glenn, you are the homie of all homies. Thank you. Let's talk Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Like I said, ew. This situation is fucking horrifying and continues to be like ickier and ickier. I don't even know that any of us are allowed to have an opinion on it anymore because it seems so complex and convoluted and disgusting. But Johnny Depp is now denying Amber Heard's claims that he assaulted her. Why are we hearing about this? Like, shouldn't this be in court still? Why do I have access to this information?
There's clearly people leaking stuff. I think both of their publicists are like, well, the cat's out of the bag, so we should just try to get more bad stuff about the other side until hopefully that overwhelms the other side.
I'm overwhelmed.
Me too. I agree. I don't like talking about it because it seems like there's wrong being done on both sides. And that's my opinion forming from like physical evidence that's court documented.
When you Google Johnny Depp right now, I just want you guys to know, here are the top three headlines for Johnny Depp when you currently Google him. From Daily Mail 11 hours ago, Johnny Depp divorced Amber Heard when she defecated in bed. From Page 6, Johnny Depp admits supplying his 13-year-old daughter with marijuana. Okay. Quarantine, people are doing drugs. 21 minutes ago from The Blast, Johnny Depp admits to spending $30,000 a month on wine using drugs with Marilyn Manson.
Okay.
Like, I feel like to him, the Amber Heard stuff is one of 5 million stories that comes out about him a day. And I feel like he seems, and I could be wrong, super, super fucking unfazed.
Yeah,
Does that make
feel like
sense?
He's kind of been walking through a shitstorm for almost like a decade now, where there hasn't been the greatest things coming out about him. Like, a lot of it has to do with alcohol and drug abuse. Now the most recent is Amber Heard. But the child on marijuana thing seems really invasive because we have no idea the circumstances. She could have had cancer.
Was it CBD?
Yeah.
Was it, like, you just don't fucking know.
Was that instead of taking Xanax for a prescription? Like,
all this stuff seems planted. I don't want to know any of this. BBC an hour ago, Johnny Depp claims in The Sun he beat ex-wife. Complete lies, court told. Seems like a strange way to phrase that headline. Page 6, 7 hours ago, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's courtroom showdown is off to an explosive start. Like, when people are abusing each other, I don't know that we should use explosive start in a headline. Yikes. In here, Johnny Depp admitted in court Tuesday that he has taken every drug known to man, but insisted he was not a monster who beat ex-wife Amber Heard. Depp was quickly confronted over his heavy drug use, troubled childhood, and his notorious hotel trashing tantrum in New York as he took the stand in the UK's High Court on the first day of the 3-week libel case. It's like, you can...
They're in UK? In the UK?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, I believe I knew that.
Yeah, I guess he never lives here.
He was in France for a long time, but I don't know. Yeah. He said that she's the abusive one. He said that he is accusing her of concocting, quote, a catalog of even more extreme and shocking lies, end quote. When complaining about the difficult childhood, he said he struggled with his fame, explaining, quote, even when I speak my own name, it sounds foreign to me, end quote. Regardless of what's going on here, that's an incredibly sad statement to make. Like, ugh.
It just seems like both of them are not in the best place and
continue to be hired and continue to work.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild. Like, we'll see if she's an Aquaman too, but Johnny Depp has continued to work through this entire thing. And
the claims are pretty outrageous. Like, if you are let's say all of these are proved to be true, any of these acts that they are both claiming on each other are really not okay. Like, defecating on someone's bed or like assaulting someone verbally or physically. That is so... there are so many abusive couples in the world, and it sucks because everyone wants to be loved, but no one really knows how to love.
This is what she said to him. You got hit, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
That sounds like you fucking decked him.
And then I think this is his lawyer, maybe Sherburne, who said he's not and never has been a wife beater. It's like, just like having to make statements like that just makes me very, very uncomfortable. The whole thing is incredibly uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable with watching either of them do anything at this point. It just seems like possibly we need to put both of them down. Like, I don't mean like in, I just mean like I can't, because I cannot be entertained by them without thinking about like, what the fuck? She's shitting in his bed. She almost cut off his finger. Like we're hearing about all of the fucked up things that he's done as well. I don't know who's abusing who or physically what's happening, but like, yuck.
Yeah, yuck.
It doesn't seem like either one of them is.
No, I kind of just want it to end and them to hopefully lead better lives as individuals.
I feel like I doubt that, but I want that for everybody on the planet. Levi Pegler says there's audio proof Amber Heard was abusive towards Johnny. Johnny gets annoyed at her for that, but never hurt her. He does drugs, doesn't make him abusive though. It's coming out now because he's suing the Sun newspaper. Yeah, but we don't know that he's not abusive.
Yeah.
Because she says that he is, and he says he's not. So when you say he does not hurt her and he does drugs, but that doesn't make him abusive, totally doing drugs doesn't make you abusive, but it doesn't not make you abusive. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that's part of what I was talking about with all those headlines. It's just kind of distractions when the real question is, are you beating your wife?
Yeah.
Like, you giving your 13-year-old daughter pot? Like, I'm not as concerned about that. Are you hitting your wife because she said, or ex because she's saying you did? So we kind of need to know that or not, because yuck with all this. Levi then adds, or Levy, I don't know how you say it. Heard trying to connect his drugs to him being abusive, but that's not fair. Johnny didn't do anything. No proof. Proof she did though. Yeah, there seems to be definite proof that she did. Unclear what he's done.
Can you imagine having to gather evidence of your significant
abuser,
other, ex-significant other shitting on your bed? Like, fuck, I have to take this picture of this shit and keep it on my phone.
I literally feel ill with you saying that. I mean,
shit, she did it again. Let me get my phone out.
It's a big fat no from me, dog. Let's move on, because actually I feel ill. Let's talk about something that's a lot more fun to talk about. DeSean Jackson. Woo woo! Way to go.
So fun.
Further proving that people who are concussed do stupid shit all the time. DeSean Jackson put a Hitler quote on his IG story. That is correct. Actually, just for effect,
you should read
I'm going to read it to you guys so that you know what the quote is. It was on his Instagram story, and it was a screenshot that he had taken of I don't know which text of Hitler's this was. The only thing that I've ever read is Mein Kampf, and I don't remember this being in there, but also it's a translation, so sometimes things can get lost in translation. But let me find this so that I can.
It's worth the wait.
Yeah.
It's written exquisitely.
All right. So, wow. Why was it so easy to look up before? I should have screenshotted it. You talk while I look for this.
Basically it's a picture of what he posted was a picture of text, and he made sure to highlight those parts that were very important to him.
Do you think he highlighted that, or do you think that somebody sent him that?
I think he highlighted it and took a picture of it. Obviously, that's speculation. He could have had that sent with that part highlighted, but the part highlighted was the most atrocious part of it.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
Hitler said, quote, because the white Jews know that I can say that word on air, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We think so?
I think so,
okay.
Yeah.
Because the white Jews knows that the Negroes are the real children of Israel, and to keep America's secret, the Jews will blackmail America. They will extort America. Their plan for world domination won't work if the Negroes know who they were. The white citizens of America will be terrified to know that all this time they've been mistreating and discriminating and lynching the children of Israel. First of all, this is a wild quote in general because we know that Hitler was a fan of the Aryan race and the Aryan race alone. And correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I don't know any Black people that are of the Aryan race that he was trying to support and elevate. But fine. Leave that alone for a second.
You didn't even fuck with twins.
Yeah, like
I would have been dead.
You're fucked.
Experimented. I would have had
not
my
for
foot
this, that
attached to my
reason.
forehead.
Steph, you're dead 15 times over. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's way too many parts of you that he didn't like. But DeSean Jackson came out after this was shared and basically was like, what are you guys talking about? I'm not anti-Semitic. Just not.
What you said was anti-Semitic, and it wasn't just like lightly anti-Semitic thing. It was pretty overtly talking about one of the biggest atrocities in the world. So when you speak on that, everyone has a knowledge that when you're speaking on that, then you're openly siding with the oppressor.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So it says the quote's origin and the original source is dubious at best, traced back to ebooks published by authors of little repute, whatever. Though that seems to be beside the point, as Jackson appears to believe Hitler is the source and is, at least passively, endorsing the message filled with anti-Semitic tropes about Jewish people secretly controlling the world, which is, again, ironic considering like us trying to take over the world is like literally what Hitler was trying to do. And the Jews were not trying to do that.
Well,
but
also like you're totally missing the mark. Like if we're going to talk about anyone taking over the world, it is white colonialism.
Yeah. But like for 5,000 reasons, this is so fucking offensive. It hurts. Yeah. I mean, anybody, if you have to say said Hitler, then like check yourself for any quote. Like there's no quote that you could be like, well, in the wise words that Hitler once said, because like we know who he is. You can't claim ignorance at this point. Like you didn't know what he was trying to do. He killed 6 million Jews alone and 12 million people. Like that's who you want to quote.
Also, if you're trying to form an argument that is for equality and that is what you are posing your fight under, but you are using a divisive quote, you are not fighting for equality. You've lost sight of your vision. You are now becoming a divisive person.
100%. And like this is the argument too. If you do enough anti-Semitic things, or if you do an anti-Semitic thing, are you an anti-Semite? I kind of argue yes. If you do racist things, are you a racist? I kind of say yes. And there's different levels of being a racist, and but like you might be a little bit racist if you do something that's a little racist, and you might be very racist if you do something very racist.
And it doesn't mean it's permanent.
No.
You just have to address that, because sometimes you might not even know. Like he could really not know that what he is saying is anti-Semitic, but that doesn't mean what he's saying isn't anti-Semitic.
This is what he said. My post was definitely not intended for anybody of any race to feel any type of way, especially Jewish community.
Who was it for though?
But right. When I posted what I posted, I definitely didn't mean it to the extent that you guys took it. And I just want to let you guys know I'm very apologetic. And it's like, it's fine for you to apologize, but like, what do you mean you weren't intended for any race? It's literally talking about Jewish people and Black people. Yeah. Those are two races, like, period. What do you mean? And then like, I kind of wish he said, this is, no, this is somebody else saying that this is among the worst apologies I've ever heard. It's because it is, because you're not explaining why what you did was wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that you know why what you did was wrong. You just feel like people were upset. So you feel bad people were upset, but no shit, we're upset because you're implying that what this quote is talking about is Jewish people trying to eliminate not only the human race, but specifically Black people. In an era of BLM, like when like, to peg Jews as people who want to eliminate any kind of race is like just so fucked up.
Yeah. I think that while we're all heated up about equality and activism, I have to constantly check myself when I'm about to post something, and you have to ask, what's the purpose of this post? Is this performative? What's my point? Who is it for? What is his point? Who is this for? Like it points to a very divisive group. So it's like, how is he missing that?
I don't know. But again, like if you have to say said Hitler, don't say it. Like period. Let's go into the streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer before we hit another news topic and then get out to here. Roxy, so glad to see you on SEN this morning. This is from Ryan White, by the way. I hope you continue to be on Tuesday mornings and more often. It seems they make fun of what you say a lot, but you're really hanging in there. And I love your contribution to the show. Any birthday plans? Hi, Steph. Well, great. Thank you for wanting me there. I will be 100% honest with you guys. I'm going to be there as long as the show makes money. When we don't make money, they won't bring me in. So like, that's the way that it works. So hopefully I stay. And if you see me not on the show anymore, it's because they weren't making enough money. And that's like literally what the deal is. And that's what it kind of has to be. And I really appreciate Christian for bringing me on once a week. And I hope that the show continues to do well on the days that I'm there, because if it doesn't, then why would they bring me in? That's just kind of how it is. Then on top of that, any birthday plans? I had birthday plans. I no longer have birthday plans. We're now coming up with new birthday plans, and we don't know what those are yet.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. If you have ideas, send them our way. It's hard with quarantine, but we're thinking something outdoors, very, very small. Like,
I desperately want to be by a pool.
Yeah.
And I've said that so many times, but I don't know how to accomplish that. So like, you know, if you are chilling on a house in Malibu that you're not using for this weekend, let me know. Hook it up, you know? Wouldn't that be
question?
Epic?
Yeah. Hey, just have this random mansion you guys can go hang out on. Honestly, that seems like an intro for a horror film, though.
That's true. Yeah, we get killed.
Invite.
And honestly, Steph, I'm not going to be mean. You would get killed off first.
You think so?
In a movie, yeah. Do you not see they always take like the hottest woman of color and kill her off? Like
that's true. Like, but in real life, I think I would survive.
Yes, true. But I would last a little longer than you in the film because the white girl lives a little longer, but not by much.
And my death would be like so dramatic, like blood everywhere, probably like something out of the mouth.
You know who lives?
Sexual.
Like the kind of chubby white dude. Like he's fine. It's like, what? Like we've been training for this for a long time. Let us live. Wow.
I've been learning how to escape from men and scary people my entire life. I am trained for this.
Yeah. Stone Fanboy says, hey, Roxy and Steph, hope y'all are doing well. Great work as always. Keep it up, y'all. I know y'all are ride and die sisters. Well, ride and die is a whole new level.
We ride and die every day.
It would be cool to see y'all frozen together in carbonite for a future Star Wars to show your bond. Haha, take it easy. Stone Fanboy, why are you always trying to freeze me in carbonite?
Yeah.
Let me live my life, yo. Let me live. Okay, let's talk before we leave. I guess these two things. Trump withdrawing funds from the WHO. Not much to say.
Just what a disaster, you know? Here, the entire reason that we have a president, we have all these different positions in government who do most of the work, the lawmaking, the legislation, all of that. The president is really only there for massive, massive decisions and kind of a figure of power and leadership for America. You literally wait for in your presidency term for a moment like this or for 9/11. And what a fucking failure. There's been no direction, no communication, and the only step of action that he's taking is a regressive step to defund the World Health Organization.
I mean, here's the thing. If you want to defund the World Health Organization, then I wouldn't put it past you and you're a moron, but I hear you because you're Trump. You want to do it in the middle of a global pandemic? Like we are literally like, that's when we need. Who had heard of the WHO prior to this year? Be honest. Like, be honest with yourselves. Who was like up to date on the most recent WHO information? This is the time we've needed them most, and now you want to defund them. Good job. Good job.
Good job.
Way to go. Proud of you. Proud of you, kid.
100,000 plus deaths. Good job.
Speaking of people that we are proud of, though, Halle Berry stepping down from playing the role of a transgender man. This feels like this is when Hollywood, when celebrities, very large celebrities, seem so disconnected from the rest of the world. Mm-hmm. Like it's the community that something affects that get to make the choices. And like the trans community has been very vocal and clear about the fact that they, for now, until there are more roles, there's more equality, there's more opportunity, they don't want people that are not part of the trans community playing trans roles. Like, I can't speak for, that's obviously a general statement. I'm not saying every person feels that way, but like that has been vocalized so many fucking times.
Yeah, really vocalized. And until all trans people are really getting cast in is trans roles. Like until they can be like assigned roles that are actually with the gender that they
have transitioned to. Yeah.
Then that is so, it makes you think like, I'm glad she said no now. But
like, why did you and ScarJo and all of these massive
take it
stars?
That far?
Yeah, I don't
That means
get
you're not friends, or I don't want to say it doesn't seem like you're surrounding yourself with that many members of the trans community if you made that decision.
And I understand that the argument has been that if you are a massive star, you can spread light and get trans stories told by taking these roles, but there are never going to be trans stars unless we let them star in things. Mm-hmm. So, like, how do you get your next Laverne Cox? By casting her. You have to. You can't just because that's how we're going to show movies. So what? Forever and ever, you're never going to make any trans stars.
Yeah,
you're just going to cast cisgender. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
No.
You can't do that. So
it's such a regressive way of thinking that once you've done enough research and you've talked to enough people in the trans community, it's a no-brainer. This should not be happening right now.
Yeah.
You hire trans people if you want to tell a trans story right now.
And then on top of that, it's like Halle Berry can be cast in almost anything that
she wants.
Halle Berry wants to be cast in. Like, if this was like an upcoming actor, you do feel a little bit for them because like it's somebody who might not have been able to, but you still have to turn down the role. Like right now, you guys know how hard I'm trying to break into the acting space. If I'm offered a trans role, I have to turn it down. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. And then I was talking to you about this stuff, and I don't even know how to express this verbally, and hopefully I phrase it okay. But like, not only are you playing a trans person, but you're playing a trans man.
Yeah.
Which is like, feels even more disrespectful for a number of reasons, but to feel like you could embody a man, what it's like to experience transitioning into a man and play a man, I would rather them. It's almost like saying it's almost like J.K. Rowling saying that trans women aren't women. Because then you would cast a man in the role.
Not only are you not a man, but you're also not a trans man.
Right.
So it's so far removed from the experience of that role that obviously they got there because it's Halle Berry and she walks on water, and all of us are fucking excited to see anything she does.
Obsessed with her.
Except for this.
Yeah. Like, you literally, I would have said a week ago, like, there's nothing Halle Berry's in that I won't watch.
Yeah.
Hold my beer. Like, just straight up. I mean, just doesn't make any sense. So we are getting out of here, but I would love to know any of your guys' final thoughts. Let me know in the super chat, in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. As my amazing moderator, Jake Yacovetta, says, 152 people watching and only 71 likes. Hit that thumbs up button.
Let's try to get that thumbs up.
Try to get to 100 likes before the show ends. And as you guys know, something that massively, massively helps with the show is leaving a comment afterwards. I know it seems like a silly thing to do, but because of the algorithms and all that, it really makes a difference with people finding the show. And for those of you guys who said that because I've lost all these followers, I haven't lost views, it's actually not true. I am down 22% views this month, and I'm down 35% finances. So just as I'm always straight up with you guys, I have taken a huge hit on this channel, and I'm happy to take that hit. More than happy to take that hit. Wouldn't take it back, not for a single day, because I'm talking about shit that matters, and fuck you to anybody who feels otherwise, literally. But it has been a challenge. So anything you guys can do to help offset that by leaving a comment or a thumbs up, those of you guys who can support me financially, that's amazing. But those of you guys who cannot, please tell a friend about the channel, like this, retweet the tweet, anything you can do. It all helps a lot. So appreciate that. And as we get out of here, Steph, where can everybody keep up with you?
At Steph Sabraw, youtube.com/Steph Sabraw.
Yeah.
Working on it.
Also, they should check out your Instagram to see our photo shoot whenever it drops.
Oh, yes, dudes.
When do you think we're going to post something?
I think soon. Because she does, her style's not edited.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
How many pimples? I do have this one pimple on my.
One.
Okay. You guys can't see it from there, but I'm telling you, it's like mine almost looks like a pock.
I don't see it. Oh, it's so small, dude.
Yeah, but it's like annoying me. It's been there for like 4 weeks. All right, none of that matters. Thank you guys for being here. Wish us luck on our shoot. And maybe I was gonna say I'll see you, but I feel like we'll see you tomorrow live at the Roxy 1 p.m.
Right?
I don't know. Why did you sound so not happy about that?
No, because I didn't want to like force myself. Consent
I literally
is
asked
sexy.
you to be here. That is so true. Consent is fucking sexy.
It's so hot.
The consent stuff in Working Moms really was like, I was like, wow, they were really hitting this hard. Okay, I'll see you guys. We'll see you guys. Because consent. We'll see you guys tomorrow live at the Roxy 1 p.m. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I see in here. I want to get to this right before we go. Dr. Nitrogen's musical empire. Here's some help for you, Roxy. Your authenticity and being on the right side is appreciated. You two look great, by the way. Thank you so much, Dr. Nitrogen's musical empire.
Dr. Nitrogen's musical empire.
Whatever that means. I'm very much about it. Like I said, stay safe, keep fighting, love yourselves, and we'll be back. I've been doing wisdom at the end of the show, so maybe I'll have some good wisdom for you guys tomorrow, or maybe Steph will, something like that. Love you lots. Bye.